It's important for Veronica to be my friends because your friends do have a lot of influence on you. So I've known Kazi and Mustafa for like 5 years?
Like a little bit longer, yeah.
So I met them both in college.
I'm really glad I finally got to meet you guys.
I'm definitely glad we came out here and got to meet you.
And now we all get to explore Charlotte together.
We're meeting a special friend today.
Who? My ex is one of my best friends.
All of your exes are your bestest?
No. Just this one. We have been broken up for like 8 years now, but he's Chloe's dad.
Not like biological.
He's not her biological father.
Yo, what?
His name's Tim. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing y'all meet him. Just so y'all see how I'm not tripping.
The first night we met, Tim was the first person I called to be like, oh my God, you won't believe, I met Jamal last night.
We got your ex to introduce.
He's my best friend.
How would y'all feel your significant is best friends with her ex?
That is a little weird.
It's super weird. No, it's
I
super
gotta say
weird.
one thing. That is a red flag for me. One of the biggest things is just the ex part. This really just threw me off. How can your ex be your best friend?
That just blew my mind.
You know? How?
I feel that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Anybody.
Tim.
Who is this guy?
Who is him? I cannot wait to meet him.
It baffles me why Veronica is hot on Jamal's heels. The guy is a spring chicken, eyeing dates left and right. And let's not skirt around the elephant in the room. The age gap's more like a chasm. Honestly, they're on such different life chapters. He's browsing the buffet while she's contemplating wedding bells. Not to throw shade at the dating game, but when one's playing for keeps and the other's playing the field, it's a recipe for disaster. Honestly, Veronica's vibe is giving desperation, and it's secondhand cringe. And Jamal, his antics are a puzzle wrapped in an enigma. Their whole saga is a head-scratcher. Tim's eye-rolling antics are pure gold, and yet he's always the knight in shining armor for her. Talk about drama. Seriously, this plot between Jamal and Veronica, it screams more reality TV shenanigans than real life. Feels like we're being taken for a ride on the TLC Express. And watching her with Jamal is like a cringe fest deluxe. Plus, Jamal, what is he? A tween? Just kidding. But seriously, 22? 27. It's like babysitting with extra steps. Jamal's age feels like it's in a whole different time zone compared to Veronica's maturity. She's in a different chapter of life, possibly even a different book. Veronica keeps chanting the good time mantra, but let's be real. This feels like a train headed for Heartbreak City. She was all about the serious stuff until Jamal waltzed in, flipping the script entirely. Sometimes I can't help but think Jamal might just be the old soul in this duo. Veronica's decision-making can be a tad high school, yet her life's anything but a teenage dream. She's in the big leagues, needing a man who's made his mark. And Jamal? His resume screams TLC part-timer. That paycheck's not exactly building empires. Meanwhile, Veronica's juggling roles like a superhero, homeowner, mom, entrepreneur, you name it. And there's Veronica playing part-time mom to Jamal, mirroring his actual mom, Kim. Jamal's a great guy, but if my 27-year-old was in a soap opera, I'd be all shades of bothered. He's barely taken the dating world's training wheels off. And here's a fun fact. My kiddos are still in the Sippy Cup League. Nowhere near Jamal's league, but hey, if I'd taken the teen mom route at age 15, Jamal could have been my 27-year-old son. Make no mistake, Veronica's an absolute gem. The kind that radiates good vibes and deserves all the confetti life can throw. Joy, love, you name it. Jamal's a decent chap, but let's face it, their romance ticking like a time bomb, even though I'm rooting for them. He's in the fun and games phase, while Veronica's on the hunt for Mr. Right, someone who's a blast and ready to play the long game. Then there's Veronica, a bit too clingy for most guys' taste. And don't get me started on her and Tim's inseparable duo act. Even her last fleeting fling couldn't stand the heat. Tim's practically ushered the guy out post-date with Veronica, turning it into a comedy show. It's a classic. Jamal's crew throwing shade at Tim is like watching toddlers in a sandbox skirmish. utterly lacking in chill. Their antics are like a preschool performance, yet you can't help but crack up when you see them all worked up over Veronica's best friend's first status with her ex. It's a comedy goldmine. As for Jamal, he's not exactly in the league of being Veronica's Mr. Right. He's more about keeping it casual, loving that no strings attached life. Sure, he might be the current flavor of the month for Veronica, but as a long-term special, that's a recipe for mismatch. Back in their debut season's big reveal, Jamal was upfront about playing the field, labeling the fling as just some breezy fun. Sure, they've grown a bit closer, but Jamal's still not in the putting down roots mood. He's not itching to bridge the distance, and the whole drama with her kid's dad. If Jamal was truly all in, he'd up his game. But let's be real. The world's got a surplus of Jamals coasting along, reaping the girlfriend perks without signing up for the whole package. Always keeping an eye out for the next best thing. It's not rocket science. Just seen this play before. Plenty of Jamals in my younger days. Not casting shade on the guy. He's just living his best playboy life. If he truly wanted to be Veronica's main man, he'd be in the picture front and center. But hey, cut the kid some slack. He's still got that young blood. It's downright comical. Jamal once threw shade at Usman for playing games, yet here he is, mirroring the very antics. And you just know he's grinning all the way to the bank with those 90-day fiancé checks. And the leniency? Oh, that's all thanks to Veronica's charm. If she were any less of a stunner, the critics would be out in full force. As for Jamal's pals, pretending they're clueless about Tim, that's a primetime comedy sketch. Tim's practically a fixture in the 90-day universe, always in the mix at those explosive reunions. The idea that Jamal's buddies aren't tuning in to watch their friends' TV escapades, especially when he's linked with another cast star, that's TV gold, no script needed. How about giving Kazi and Mustafa the spotlight? Let's bring some fresh faces to the mix, either on the main stage or spicing things up on Pillow Talk. When you're hitting those early 30s, snagging a beau your age or a tad younger often comes with a split the bill vibe. It's like a Dorsey and Stacy rerun, with the financial heavy lifting falling on the lady. Veronica might just find her groove with someone a smidge older, say 5 to 7 years. Someone who's had a minute to build a more solid foundation. Not to generalize, but it's a pattern I've noticed, sprinkled with a dash of personal insight. Pondering a bit more, Veronica's got her ducks in a row financially. With a thriving career and a lovely nest to boast, it tickles my curiosity. Maybe Jamal sees her as his golden ticket, his financial fairy godmother. Outside of his 90-day limelight and social media buzz, Jamal's bank account probably doesn't hold a candle to Veronica's stash. Could it be Jamal, the accidental sugar baby? Oh, and that background sound you're hearing is my cat playing with its toys. And Jamal, bless him, he's got some growing up to do, especially understanding that family isn't just about blood. Tim's been the rock in Chloe's world, playing the dad role like a champ, offering her the mental, emotional stability provided by a dad figure for a very long time now. But Jamal may be feeling the sting from his own solo parent upbringing, and he seems unable to shake off his green-eyed monster of jealousy. Jamal's buddies might get on our nerves, sure, they're just kids. But hey, not everyone's cut out to buddy up with their ex. Yet with clear boundaries, it's not mission impossible. Being pals post-love? Doable, with a side of maturity. My take? Jamal's vibe around Tim. It screams Intimidation Nation. Just tossing it out there. Welcome to Adulthood 101, where exes can be friends in a real chapter, especially when there's a kiddo in the mix. Chloe might not share DNA with Tim, but he's been her steadfast rock, earning his spot in the parent league. Time for Jamal to zoom out and catch a glimpse of the whole canvas. Jamal's more of a drive-by suitor. And let's be real, Veronica's not benching Tim for him unless Jamal whips out an engagement bling. And let's not hold our breath for that. As of the dawn of 2024, these two are still in each other's Insta orbits, tossing likes and comments like confetti at each other's posts. Despite their holiday split screen, Veronica in North Carolina, Jamal soaking up sun in San Diego, they still manage to sprinkle a bit of digital affection on each other's feeds. The online vibe? Still buzzing with virtual high fives. Seriously, yanking Tim out of Chloe's life? That's like canceling Christmas for the kiddo. It would shake up her world big time. Every grown-up in the soap opera needs to check their drama at the door and anchor down some solid ground for Chloe, ensuring Tim stays on the scene doing his dad gig like a champ. Their latest digital duo snap hit the gram on January 8, 2024. They're not exactly flooding feeds with couple pics, but hey, blame the map. He's chilling in California. She's rocking it in North Carolina. Coast to coast, love means less selfie spam, more longing in the likes. That's all from me today, you guys. Talk to you on another day or another video. Peace out.